I'm Shu.
I'm Yuma.
I'm Kyoko.
You can see him, you can hear him, you can taste him. But oh boy, can they make you smelly or sick? In this science article you are about to hear, you learn the nasty truth about bacteria. Bacteria are tiny living things known as microorganisms that cover the entire earth. They live in the dirt and deep in the sea. They flow through the air and thrive in the bodies of every living thing. They are not plants, not animals, not fungi. Instead, they belong to a group of living things called monera. Most bacteria are so small that if you put 10,000 of them in a row, they would measure only about an inch. And getting your hands on 10,000 bacteria is a snap. One bacterium can divide into 1,000,000 bacteria in half a day. Of course, there always has to be an exception to every rule. A monster bacteria has just been discovered lurking in the leaking sulfurous muck of the ocean bottom near the coast of Namibia in Africa. These are big guys, big enough that you can see them without using a microscope. Each is about the size of the period at the end of this sentence. That may not seem huge, but in the bacteria world, that's a King Kong of a germ. What do bacteria love to do most of all? Munch. They munch on the oil in our skin and the partially digested dinner in our guts. They invade the flesh of a dead cow and the grease in your kitchen drain. They'll even take on a half-mile wide oil spill. Most bacteria are totally cool little microbes, another name for microorganisms. Some turn raw sewage into chemicals that help plants grow. Then there are the ones that specialize in devouring grease, eating pond scum, or lapping up those huge oil spills. Good bacteria such as these are actually sold by laboratories around the world. Other good bacteria help break down animal hides so they can be turned into shoes, handbags, briefcases, and those cool motorcycle jackets. Other ones are used to make vaccines, medicines, yogurt, and even tea. Then there are the geeky bacteria like the ones that create a stink in our armpit. They are not exactly harmful, but they sure are annoying.
Finally, there are the bullies bacteria that can make us sick by causing food poisoning, strep, threat, pneumonia, diarrhea, and other big-time problems. They come in different shapes, just like the bullies at school. They are tall, skinny ones, round, pudgy ones, spiral ones, and curvy ones. And just like the school bullies, they can make your life miserable. One of the main ways that bully bacteria are spread is through bad hygiene. Translation: not washing your hands after you go to the bathroom. Remember that half of what your body is getting rid of when you poop is bacteria. Some of it is harmless, but some is not. As you wipe, bacteria can leap onto your hands. Once on your hands, the bacteria start to reproduce like crazy. If a person who works at the local bazaar joint doesn't wash, those bacteria creep into everything he handles. The bazaars and fries and milk shakes. And before you can say, I think I'm gonna build you, and everyone else who had the bad luck to eat there that day will be poison cookies. Other times, sickness starts when bacteria that live abroad one animal makes a movie to another. A perfectly healthy chicken's guts are growing with salmonella, bacteria that help the kitchen digest all that chicken feed. But when the same bacteria gets into our instincts, disaster can strike. But you say, it's not like I'm kissing a chicken. True, but chances are you are eating one. Undercooked chicken can give you salmonella. Even eating the uncooked egg that has been beaten into brownie better can make you pretty sick. So don't lick that spoon.
Some non-living things, such as air conditioners, can hide bacteriocities. Certain types of these microbes adore the warm wetness that's created by air conditioners, and the air blowing from them propels millions of bacteria into the air and the lungs of whoever happens to be in the room. Before you know what's hit you, you'll be shaking with chills and flushed with a fever from Legionnaires' disease. Fortunately, other living creatures, namely fungi, can beat the breed bacteria up. That's basically what the nasty pink stuff is that your doctor gives you for ear infections or strep throat. A mess of bigger mania critters, kind of like the principal and the dean of students want the war pass. These antibiotics, that's what the pink stuff is called, destroy bacteria. And boy, are we grateful to them. Their only downside, they wipe out the good bacteria, those that break down food, along with the bad. That's why lots of us end up with the throats when we take antibiotics. But fear not, that good guy bacteria will be back, and you can even help bring them back faster by eating yogurt that contains active acid-free cultures. All living things rot, sometimes quickly, sometimes very, very slowly. Rotting is, believe it or not, a part of living. Without rotting, the corpses of everything that has died since life on Earth began would be piled up all over the place. Bacteria help make that rotting happen. Let's say that a caterpillar that gets squished on the street, are gonna light, no heartbeat, no breathing, but the bacteria living on the caterpillar are still chugging along. They invade the tissue and alter the chemical makeup of that caterpillar, breaking it down into smaller and smaller bits until it disappears and is reabsorbed into the earth. So let's have a round of applause for those hard-working bacteria. If it weren't for them, you'd be stepping on a mile-high mound of dead bodies on your way to school every day.